Welcome back to the channel, and what a chaotic build to Survivor Series we have seen. I mean, for real. It has been absolutely crazy. I've never seen a WWE pay-per-view chop and change so much in the build-up in a long time. In fact, I don't think I've seen it ever. The fact that we've had the big match with the two champions change, with Brock Lesnar now no longer facing Jinder Mahal, and Jinder Mahal being replaced by AJ Styles, the new WWE champion, that was shocking enough. The fact that we saw John Cena get put on Team SmackDown, seemingly out of nowhere, no actual reason, and the fact that John Cena had spent most of his time on Raw before that decision was made. Although WWE did do a good job this week at trying to paper over that lack of story, with Stephanie saying that John Cena, you know, he's jumped ship because, quite frankly, he has no faith in Kurt Angle. That could be the case. And as well, that Shane McMahon wanted to get a big name, a big asset to represent his team. So he went with the franchise Big Match John. So they did a good job of tying that up this week. Credit to Stephanie. But then the addition of, you know, the fifth man for Raw after Jason Jordan was removed due to injury. Oh my God. Could you believe it? There had to be a reason why Triple H had all these matches on the overseas tour, being a member of The Shield. Crazy, just crazy. And of course, it was revealed why, because he was gearing up for this match at Survivor Series as Triple H has replaced Jason Jordan. Now, I have to admit, I am watching the segment back now as we discuss it. It was a pretty explosive segment. I actually loved the way that Triple H came out, and Jason Jordan is trying so hard for an Oscar. He really needs one, because he is selling being Kurt Angle's son like no other. But the way that Triple H came out, took the mic, and he laid that ultimatum down to Kurt Angle that if you're not going to tell him who the fifth man is, then I am, and it's me. But my favourite moment of this, and I'm watching it right now, is after he does that, Triple H gives Kurt the look like, you know, he's looking over at Jason Jordan, and Jason Jordan's going, but I want to fight with my dad. He's my daddy, my father. And it's like, oh, it's so cringe. And then Triple H looks at Kurt and, you know, says, I'm going to pedigree him. And Kurt just gives him the nod. You got to watch it. He's like, yeah, do it. Do it. I'm going to do it. Do it. And then you see it. Boom. Kick to the midsection. Pedigree. And Triple H puts Jason Jordan through the mat. I mean, Kurt Angle doesn't even react. He's so slow off the mark. You know, you could say he's in a state of shock, but it almost felt like Triple H was giving him a heads up. And he said, I'm going to pedigree your son right now in front of your face. And Kurt was like, yeah, go for it. He's a bit annoying anyway, you know, since he got here from SmackDown. You know, he hasn't really done too much. He's not really the son that I wanted, so, you know, kick his ass anyway. But, you know, it just made me laugh, that whole little bit how it played out. But I do think that it could add to an interesting twist going into Survivor Series and that actual match. Now, the way that I think things are going to go at Survivor Series, I think that from the women's match, I believe that Team Raw on the women's side are going to win because they've got Asuka on their side. And I just can't see any way that Asuka is going to be pinned or taken out. I think she is going to be the main factor why Raw would win the women's match. So SmackDown Live are going to take a loss there. I also think there could be a change to that match because it's being listed that Charlotte is going to take on Natalya tonight on SmackDown Live for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, and I actually think that could change hands. Again, I wouldn't put it past WWE pulling another swerve. We've seen enough of them. So I do think that that could happen, and then Natalya will be in the match for representing SmackDown Live, and then Charlotte will go on to face Alexa Bliss in the champion versus champion match. I think that could happen, so keep an eye out for that. But because I believe that Raw and Asuka simply cannot lose that with her being there, the undefeated Asuka, I think that SmackDown are going to win the big one, the 5 versus 5, with Captain Shane McMahon, John Cena, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura. What the hell is Nakamura? Jesus. Shinsuke Nakamura and the glorious, that's made me laugh, Bobby Roode. So I actually think that they are going to win this, but my reasons for that are the fact that I think that they're going to even it out, but not just that. I think that when you look at Team Raw, it is too star-studded. I mean, you've got so many combustible factors. Joe and Balor don't get along. You're going to have this issue now with Triple H and Kurt, and Braun Strowman is a rule to himself. He does not care, and again, I think that's going to be a big problem for Team Raw. But one thing I think that will happen, or could happen, I'm going to say could, because I don't want people going, you said, and I said, no. I think one thing that could happen is that Jason Jordan, on the back of what happened on Raw, Kurt Angle did not step in. He didn't even get near when Triple H hit the pedigree. He didn't put up much of a fight to demand that his son did fight. He kind of almost folded on Jason Jordan. And I think that Jason Jordan could play a part either by screwing Kurt and going back to SmackDown Live under the wing of Shane McMahon, or he could screw Kurt and side with Triple H. So I'm not sure how, but I think Jason Jordan will be involved in this match. They've played quite a lot around his storyline, and I think there's a big twist coming. Whether it's at Survivor Series, I don't know, but I'm just putting my view out there. So I wanted to cover this because I don't think we've had a build to a pay-per-view that's been as chaotic as this, and I really feel it's been an exciting build from the WWE. So I've got to give them props because it's just been unpredictable, and that's something we don't usually get, although it feels recently that WWE have been going all out. They've been putting a lot of effort to give us things that will please us. So I know that there's quite a lot of critics out there and they're still complaining about things, and yes, there are farcical things, like you look at Jason Jordan and his whole acting skills. I get it, but overall it has been fun and entertaining. It's been a great ride to Survivor Series. So I want to get your views on it. Who do you think's going to win the big one, the 5-on-5 traditional tag team elimination match at Survivor Series? Is it going to be the blue brand for Shane McMahon, or is it going to be the red brand for Kurt Angle? Under pressure, Kurt Angle. And will Jason Jordan play a part? Let me know in the comment section below. You know, let me know your theories and what you think is going to go down. Very excited. Are you looking forward to Survivor Series? Get involved. All that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. And if you do want to see more videos like this where we just simply talk wrestling, make sure you hit that like button so I know you like this content. This is Delzinski signing out. Don't forget, if you're a fan of Universe Mode, head over to delzinski.com to check out the official SummerSlam poster where The Rock challenges the undisputed WWE Champion, The Beast, Brock Lesnar, at the biggest event of the summer. And you can also vote on who you believe will walk out victorious. Head over to delzinski.com now.